So why is it that the United States tax code through the IRS discriminates? Because corporations always get to write their bad debt off the books. That's why they have a CPA and they pay a little bit differently related to getting their taxes done, but they find ways for them to write their bad debt off of the books, or they pass it off to the American public. But yet the individual American public has to pay bad debt. And they have made it harder for the American public to actually borrow money and then go bankrupt and then not have to pay it back. Well, there is such a thing as Chapter 7, Chapter 13, and yeah, Chapter 7, Chapter 13, I think there's more than that. But that's the question I wanted to ask is why. Okay, so the corporations can actually borrow money again, millions to billions of dollars. Look at Donald Trump. 6 times he's gone bankrupt, and 6 times he's become a billionaire or stayed a billionaire. He's taken the money, stayed a billionaire with bad debt, had it written off of his books, and then he's still able to get money, but yet and then he can buy property, go into business, but yet the individual American public is not afforded that same right to do the same thing, and then is punished forever by the banks, by the court systems. And not only that, when we have inflation, this means that prices are getting more expensive. So this means it's harder and harder for a person to be able to survive and live someplace. This is an argument for why we need to have one low price all the time, a cap on inflation, a permanent cap on inflation so prices never go up. Otherwise, look who gets hurt. It's the American public. So all of the corporations, so it's like, I think of it like Walmart, one low price. But now the fact is that Walmart does raise their prices because they're trying to stay in business their own self. All corporations carry an amount of debt because of inflation. I don't even know if the CEOs of the corporations think about this. I don't even think they do. All they know is they're rich people. They can pay for it. However, if enough of them go out of business, I wonder if they'll strategically start thinking about it a little bit differently and wondering, well, wait a minute, maybe inflation is affecting us too. Inflation is a virus. Well, that's a good way to think of it. Inflation is a virus and it's rampant and then it hurts everyone. When you don't place a cap on prices and price fixing and inflation, CPI.